surfing, surfing in the midst of the night, over the glassiness of the sky. We went surfing, surfing, S-U-R-F-I-N-G, surfing.
How's it, everybody? Spike from Wavescape.cozy here with your surf report for the whole South African coastline for the weekend of the 22nd of January 2021. Big news, of course, is Cyclone Eloise parking off in the Mozambique Channel. She's just tracked over Madagascar, weakened, and now is regathering some pretty terrifying velocity, packing winds up to 145 knots by tomorrow and into Saturday as she makes landfall in the southern Mozambique area. Let's just zoom out and see what's going on currently. And what we have on Thursday is basically a big wodge of west wind moving under the country around a 965 millibar storm. We've got the cyclone that is, well, still tropical storm level with winds that are less than 63 knots so far, but that's going to deepen rapidly in the next 24 hours. The next swell event really is going to come from this little wodge of wind between this high pressure system over here and the low over here. As we move into Friday, you can see that it does strengthen a little bit, with a bit of a fragmented situation, which means not a lot going on. And then there you see the cyclone now develops, deepening to 994 millibars according to GFS. The European model, however, wow, how's that? So let's hope that in terms of this fetch, the European model is more accurate, because that's going to bring swell. Sadly, we hope it's not accurate in the instance of this, because we've got very intense conditions. Actually looks like the monocle of a crazy German aristocrat looking at us through a beady yellow roomy eye, which is quite scary. Looking at the rain, you can see thunderstorms all around there, big convection event and intense winds hitting Beira late Friday and into the early hours of Saturday, and actually 969 millibars, and the eye of the storm is literally right on top of the city. And then as the weekend progresses, it weakens, occludes as they say, breaks up, and the winds start to die off. Intense rainfall right across Mozambique into Botswana and portions of Zimbabwe, and a little bit of South Africa as well. Widespread thunderstorms and big rains on Sunday. Anyhow, that's Cyclone Eloise for you. So let's go back to our little fetch here that's bringing some swell. Let's look at the swell itself and the wind close up. So the usual summer conditions for the Western Cape and the Eastern Cape and KZN, which is a pumping onshore wind coming down the coastline here, gusts to gale force along the coast all the way down, and then we've got pumping southeasters up the west coast and off Cape Town. We've got a little bit of swell coming through. If you look at waves, we've got it just going to Wave Watch 3 just because it's way more accurate, and 9 foot at 13 seconds southwest to south swell all the way around the coast. So open coastline 4, possibly 5 feet. As the day progresses, it's increasing to around 4 to 6 foot along the open coastline overnight Thursday and into Friday. Similar conditions. And then I just wanted to show you that during the day on Friday, there's a deep underlying, more powerful period, 10 foot at 15 seconds. And that occurs late morning from 11 to 1. It jumps from 13 seconds to 15 seconds. So that's pretty much a third to a half of extra energy. I think we could safely say that, especially along this coastline here and off deep water reefs of Cape Town, you're looking at a 6 to 8 foot swell by tomorrow afternoon. There's an element of 17 seconds. So you can't cock a snoot at 11 feet at 16 seconds. Spreading up the coast. The swell fills in slowly east of Agulhas on Friday, but it will definitely be there on Saturday morning. There it is up the East London side, upwards to Durban. It's slowly getting there. 9 foot at 11 seconds, increasing in period. 12 seconds. Where's that long period swell? It is there somewhere. There we go. So you got a little bit of a mixture there. And of course, check at that. You've got all that northeast pumping ground swell that is now coming off that cyclone. 15 foot at 12 seconds, but as you can see, it's a very north swell, so it's going pretty much past the coast. But along the northern KZN coast, we're going to be getting 8 foot at 13 seconds northeast swell. There could be something going for the left-handers, north of Durban. You never know. Right, so let's just look at the wind. So we've ascertained that there's going to be waves increasing on Friday afternoon in the southwestern Cape, spreading east. We've got a fresh, becoming strong south-southeast wind up the west coast. We've got fresh to strong northeast winds up this side, and then overnight Friday, 2 high pressure systems here and a big high pressure system over the land. Residual and fresh northeasterly winds all the way down this coast. Then during the day, Friday, those easterlies freshen again, pumping down the coast again, and fresh southeast in the Southern Cape, all the way up the east coast onshores and all the way up the west coast, stiff southerly to southeasterly winds. By now I think everyone's getting tired of all this onshore and all this southeaster and the cold water in Cape Town, so let's hope for a return to autumn and the simultaneous unbanning of the beach ban. I can't see this going on for too much longer. We're on the slip side of the COVID spike. Surely, please. Again, here we have that little no man's land in between the 2 weather systems. The northeast still prevailing up the east coast, and now southwesterly wind blowing off Cape Town and calm glassy conditions. The place to be on Saturday morning is this coastline, all the way from Agulhas, all the way through Knysna to PE side, even to East London side. And then the northeast is back up the coast, and KZN's a write-off sadly. And then there's a stiff buster coming through, and that's due to this low pressure system off the coast. Fresh to strong southwesterlies are in play with fairly good swell. And then by Sunday, that's all passing on. Fresh southwesterlies going a little bit more southerly to southeasterly and basically onshore. And again, up the west coast, strong southeast winds. Monday, back to summer default. And so it goes on and on and on. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. Enjoy your weekend. Hope you get some surf. And if you break the law, make sure you put your chin up and put your first step forward if you're goofy. And if you're not, your other foot. Cheers.